Hello and welcome back to another episode of Toy Therapy. I'm the host, the Toy Therapist, aka Matthew Grant, and today I'm going to do another WWE Hero Collector Championship review of the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. You guessed it, I'm reviewing Bret Hart this week. Absolutely, I'm a massive Bret Hart fan, humongous fan. I met him a couple of years ago, and what a guy he is. Just love everything about him. I follow him on Twitter, Instagram. Just love one for him. He's one that got me into wrestling. Him and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was I was a massive Hulk Hogan fan, but then I found the small technical guys and not big on muscle, but just really just worked the whole ring and told you a really good story. Not because of the hype. He didn't do much high flying, but he did a few big moves and so on. But he was such a technical wrestler, and he was just—I was captivated watching him. And there's not many people I hold in that high regard. Just name a name: The Rock. Back in the time when he came in as Rocky Maivia, which is a blend of Rocky Johnson and High Chief Maivia, and it's been quite a shame as well to hear that today that his father passed away. I think he passed away maybe last night or maybe this morning, something like that. But I heard the news today that his father passed away, and I'm actually quite shocked. He's only 73, I think he is. Don't know what's actually happened. If he had any illnesses or anything, so they could really have kept that quiet. But rest in peace, Rocky Johnson. Thank you for all your dedication to the sport and training as well. Your son, Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, and I hold him in high regard as well. He's, like I say, one of the main people I do hold in high regard, along with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Just to name just a couple. But anyway, I might just do like a top 10 video of my favorite wrestlers maybe as well. So that might be a video in the next couple of weeks. I might just do something like that. But anyway, let's get around the book. You get a nice classic shot of Bret Hart with those iconic pink shades, leather jacket, and I love the logo, the skull with the wings there. Really love that. You get a nice shot in the back, and you're going to get the normal bio as well there. You get that. And oh god, yeah, I do forget that the heart attack was his tag team move with him with Anvil Neidhart, who passed away as well. I think it was last year. They've all been dropping like flies lately, wrestlers, such a young age. Not a young age, but not really living to the later years. So Jim Neidhart passed away last year, I think it was, and that was quite a crying shame. Love Neidhart, and I hope as well they will do a figure of the Hart Foundation as well and get that, because I'd like to get that completed. And as well, talk about another one of basically I think nearly all of the Hart Foundation family have passed away. Yeah, I mean obviously Stu and Helen as well. You got the brothers. Like I said, it's quite a big family, so I would like to see some more figures as well for Bram Pillman, Owen Hart, Dave Boy Smith, as well as Anvil Neidhart as well. And I'm looking to do some managers as well, so it'd be quite good to get Jimmy Hart with him, because he managed him for quite a while. But yeah, anyway, so getting through this in a moment, you're going to get the best there ever will be, and that is a very fitting title, because that was always been his line. The best it is, the best there was, and the best ever will be. And he was that damn good. There's not many wrestlers, technical wrestlers, that were on his, basically on his level. There's only a couple which I found to be on that level. The late Chris Benoit. I know it's a controversial name, but he was a very good technical wrestler as well. Really had such a big career, and it's gonna be a shame we will never ever see that figure in this line. It is quite a shame. I understand what he's done, I understand the reason why, but I love Chris Benoit, really do. So you're going to get a bit more about his distinct success, which I already know. was still a fantastic read. I'm not going to go into the Montreal Screwjob. I'm not going to bother because that's been done to death. But I still think some of the wars he had, and I think the war he had with Stone Cold Steve Austin was phenomenal. I think Bret Hart really catapulted his career for what he did for Stone Cold. We wouldn't have a very popular babyface at that time, and heel, one for Bret Hart. We wouldn't have that. And I think Stone Cold, we wouldn't have Stone Cold without Bret. Not to the degree that we got him now, or had him. I do think that Bret Hart made his career. I really do think that. And I know Stone Cold Steve Austin is very, very grateful of that. But what a feud they had. Some of my favourite matches, I mean, you had the WrestleMania 13. That was a superb match. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. If you got the WWE Network, I suggest you check it out. And basically anything really with and any match involving Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect. Watch them because they're all phenomenal matches. I am going to start watching a bit more because I kind of, when Bret Hart left the WWE and went to WCW for the time I did on Sky, I kind of missed out on some of his years on there. And plus his career getting cut short by Goldberg with that super kick that caused a concussion. They were both at fault. Basically, I still think that Goldberg was more at fault. He was quite stiff, but Bret Hart didn't get his hands up as well to sort of block it and just make it look like and to try and soften the blow. I never forget Bill Goldberg, even though I love Bill Goldberg. He's such a phenomenal wrestler, just a beast. I think his career, or basically, I think I still believe that he cut short Bret Hart's career by a couple of years. I think Bret Hart still had a few more years left in him as well, but we'll never know. So you're going to get some of his highlights as well when it comes to his belts, and he had got the Camp Championship quite a few times actually. And I do forget as well, he did hold the United States Championship in 2010 only for a couple of days. Just for a couple of days. I can't remember much about that really. I had to watch that WWE Network and just watch that myself. And I always loved his leather jackets as well. Just look at that. Such a cool leather jacket. Absolutely adore that leather jacket and the iconic shades. Love submission wrestling, and Bret Hart is just one of the best submission wrestlers out there. I do believe no one's really sort of rivaled him. Well, the crippler crossface was a good move. The crossface chicken wing from Bob Backlund, and the Anaconda Vice as well. I do like that from CM Punk because that was a really good move. Really good move. You can get some of the Bret Hitman as well. And I do like as well the match with, I think it was SummerSlam in Wembley as well, where Davey Boy beat Bret Hart as well. Funny story about that. Basically, Bret Hart carried that match for Davey Boy. Davey Boy wasn't at his best. I think he was drunk or on drugs or something, and he had to basically be walked through the whole match, and basically still allowed to win as well. So I think Davey Boy owes a lot to Bret Hart as well for helping solidify his career. And he had a quite good career. He came in and out, but I do like Davey Boy Smith. Just not because he was British. Oh, yeah, he was because he was British. You can get some of Bret Hart's hits as well there. I still think the King of the Ring tournament was phenomenal when he actually won the King of the Ring tournament for the first time. I think he was the first person to win the King of the Ring, and that's where they wrestled all night, not like now where they do a couple of qualifying matches and they do the final and the pay-per-view. No, No, it's a gauntlet match. It's supposed to show stamina. Bring that back properly. Massive sucker for King of the Ring. Maybe do it, reinvent it a little bit. Whoever wins the tournament get a shot of the title, like a Royal Rumble or something like that. Make us a #1 contender. That would be quite good. Bring King of the Ring back. That would be brilliant. Yeah, I did say about here he goes. SummerSlam. That was back in 1992. I remember watching that on Sky. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. That was 2 years later. The whole Bret versus Owen in a cage match. Superb. WrestleMania 13. Another good match. I will recommend that with all of my heart. And you get a nice little bit about the Attitude Era as well, so it's worth reading that. Like I said, next to I hold right there with Bret Hart is Eddie Guerrero as well, the late Eddie Guerrero, and I can't wait to have an Eddie Guerrero figurine. Hopefully it's doing the Mamacita sort of thing. That'd be quite cool if they ever do bring that and do that as well. We might not see a Chris Benoit figure, but at least we'll get a Latino heat. But anyway, that's the book. Let's get to the figure. There is one little problem with this figure. The paint job is phenomenal. Monument is phenomenal. There is one little problem. So if I just bring this to you now. The only problem I can really see, the glasses are black. I really think they could have done it as pink, metallic pink. That would be awesome. But really good iconic pose there. Jacket is lovely painted. Even the logo there. There we go. You see there the glasses. I really think the wraparound glasses should be pink. Got that wet look of Bret Hart, the iconic wet look. The jacket, so well painted. And even down to the pants as well, saying hit, and you're not really seeing the end there at the end because of the knee pads. And as well, you're getting the boots as well. Absolutely so well painted. I mean, I really think they put the effort into the legends a lot, just to make sure they want to get them just right. Detailing's on point, poses on point, finishes on point. There's not a lot of thing wrong with this. Like I said, the only thing that kind of draws me to it is the glasses, and I really think that should have been pink, and that's a shame. That's the only thing, because if you look at Macho Man, look at that. They got the glasses spot on for Macho Man, absolutely spot on, and he's a phenomenal figure. They could have done it for Bret Hart. That's just the only thing let it down. Anything else is perfect. Love it. And I can't wait now to see if they do more. Not more figures of Bret Hart, but do the rest of the Hart Foundation. It'd be really good for Anvil as well. That'd be quite cool. See what happens. Next couple of figures I've got now. It's got the other day I had Xavier Woods and Kurt Angle, so I'm going to get those reviewed very, very soon. I'm just going to do one a week because there's just time constraints and so on. Hopefully soon me and Sam will be locking horns for Supremacy again with the Royal Rumble, so you will you'll be seeing another video come up soon for that. That's just round the corner. Need to catch up on my watching as well to see the storylines, how they can unfold. So I see, hopefully I can give me a bit of an edge. maybe not. But that is it from me this week. Thank you once again for tuning in. Don't forget to please click that subscribe button if you want to get in, keep up to date with the content I'm bringing out. I'll be fantastic. But yeah, awesome. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.